Basically, I could go to China, but if I left China, I could not go back into China. Hong Kong, China, the People's Republic of China. Technically, in our hearts and our souls, Hong Kong also part of China, but not really a part of China. And I'm going to get into that really quickly. But this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and start streaming button. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering, Hasan, normally in the mornings you're in a bad mood. Why are you in a good mood right now? Ugh. And to that I would say, wait, let me see this. Does it do anything? And the answer to that is because I slept in. That's it. I set everything up last night. So I could stream at a timely manner. I showered the night prior. I woke up at 3:30. Hong Kong is part of China. They just have their own system. Dude, I know. Like, no disrespect, but the system is not good. Like, for sheer convenience, I'm saying, like, not the best system. Can't you do the 10-day Shenzhen? Yeah, so there's a 10-day transit visa. I'm going to get into all of that. Hold on one second. With the chain is a bolo tie? Yes. I'm in Hong Kong. I had to put it on, dude. I'm from Hong Kong. You. I mean, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful cities on the planet. I'm just saying it's annoying for two reasons. One, unimaginable amount of wealth disparity. And two, I want to be able to go to Hong Kong and then be able to go to Shenzhen, which is 15 minutes away, and then be able to come back to Hong Kong, and now I can't. I'm stuck here. I'm in Hong Kong. Well, I mean, there's definitely worse cities to be stuck in, if you know what I mean, but I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that it took us so much. It took us so long to be able to go from Chengdu to Hong Kong. But next time, get excited. Can y'all still get Huawei phones? No, we can't. I can't. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hold on. You guys want to know something really funny? Let me explain to you everything. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button or press the start streaming button. So help me God. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, you guys know it's not a secret that I love China. It is currently Thursday, November 20th, 2025, 2:18 p.m. That is, of course, 2:18 p.m. on, dude, what the dude, I'm in China. Oh my God. Every time I go live, my door is ringing. Every time I go live, my front door in Los Angeles is like, come on, open the door. It's like, well, I'm in China. I can't. Okay. Sorry. You have to figure out a different way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2:18 p.m. Thursday, November 20th, but it's actually Friday, but I'm not going to do the Friday thing. Wait, wasn't the suit supposed to be sent to Shenzhen? How are you getting it? Don't worry, guys. Oh my God. Do you think you're figuring something out that we're forgetting? Irene is on it. You look like Dracula. Good. More like Dripula. I gotta show you guys some shit. First of all, chat, look at this room, dude. Look at this. Low key or high key? The chair is crazy, I know. It's one of the most insane views I've ever had in a hotel room. It's crazy. Are you going to Chungking Mansions? I don't know what that is. Are you going to take the cable car to Lantau? Sure. So sad the trip is ending. You should stay for longer with Will and Caroline. I can't stay in China. Okay, I'm going to explain to you guys something. Okay, so first of all, yesterday, end of the broadcast, and the whole day was travel. We barely got in by nighttime, and Austin chose this hotel because it's a Marriott Bonvoy property, which is a shock to no one, and it's very it's very funny because he has apparently a lot of clout as an ambassador with Marriott properties, as you guys know, and he did some finagling, some wheeling and dealing to make sure that everybody had a suite, and that I'm not going to get into like the whole ordeal because I think it's podcast content and I don't want to waste it. But it's pretty funny. He basically just took the FIRAM funds to get himself an upgrade. That's all I'm going to say. The short and sweet of it. We'll get into like the further drama of it all on the FIRAM podcast or maybe later today when I'm live streaming. But yeah, that was the last night situation. We came into the hotel and immediately we get into the hotel. They put us in a suite, like a special area for, all the lounge club access people, right? Like for all the wealthy Marriott property club, whatever. There's a lounge for people that have suite access. And we were like, okay, fine, this is cool. But the dinner service was ending. So I just went in there, looked at all the different like cold ass foods that were on there, and I was like, you know what? I don't care that the dinner service is ending because this is the first time and perhaps the last time I might have access to unlimited, unrestricted amounts of protein. So I just went in there as they were picking up the pieces. You already bunking with a Hong Kong elite? Brother, look at me, of course. Look at me, I'm swag lord. Why do you think I'm wearing this outfit? I'm in Hong Kong. It's Hong Kong Hasi. Very different attitude. Very different mindset. Okay? Hong Kong Hasi loves capitalism. Hong Kong Hasi doesn't mind paying an arm and a leg. It doesn't mind paying paying an arm and a leg for housing. 52% home ownership rate. Hong Kong Hasi likes that. And he likes that because he thinks there's opportunity there. He thinks there's an opportunity to seize on the market. Hong Kong Hasi loves the market. Okay? Do you understand me? This is us transition back to America. Yeah, you got to go back to, once you visit the mainland, the People's Republic of China. After that, you have to capitalize. You have to capitalism yourself, like capitalize yourself. Like, you know how you do the depressurization when you're doing deep sea diving? It's kind of like that. After spending almost 2 weeks in the People's Republic, learning about all that the Communist Party has brought to the mainland, the improvements, the infrastructure, the upgrades on people's lives, all of that. I have to go back into the depressurized zone. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you need to warm up to embrace the capitalism of the U.S. And let me tell you, okay, I don't like it. I don't like the warm embrace of capitalism. Hong Kong is beautiful, though. Let's be real. It's beautiful. There's nothing you can say or do about it. It's like, it's very cool. It's got the same appeal that Tokyo has in many respects. No disrespect. But, it is a beautiful city that has been at the center of so much culture and so much art that when you walk in, it's the same as walking into Tokyo, where you feel a sense of nostalgia for a place that you've never actually belonged to, if that makes sense. It's a similar feeling that I had when I stepped foot in Tokyo, where I was like, wow. But I will say this, despite the reality, despite the fact that Hong Kong is such a formative fixture in Western culture, I swear to God, the entire time I was waiting in the line and I was thinking in my mind, why are there different systems? One system, please. Just pure convenience, okay? And I think out of sheer convenience, because of how inconveniencing it is to go from mainland China to Hong Kong, I'm not kidding. I think people will be like, no, look, come on. One system, unify now. This is ridiculous. Pick up the pace, please. What the is going on? It's ridiculous. And I will tell you exactly why. Right now. Okay? I heard it has the highest concentration of Michelin star restaurants. That makes sense. I mean, the city is slammed. So I'll tell you why. I have a visa. From China. And in our group, I'm the only one who only got a one entry visa to China. Everyone else, and my visa as well, technically could have been used all the way into next year, February of next year. But because I'm like the owner of my own business, quote unquote, I had no guarantor of my own business. Like the travel company that was setting shit up, f***ed it. They suggested a business visa instead of a tourism visa. And on top of that, they f***ed me because they got me a one entry visa. So if I could go into China and stay for however long, like I think there's a limit to how long you can stay in China, but like basically I could go to China, but if I left China, I could not go back into China unless I took advantage of like a 10-day transit visa thing that China also has. Okay? Anyway, we got cooked. We got cooked a little bit. So here's what I was explaining. Okay? So they cooked my visa. Everyone else has a multiple entry visa into China, so they could literally just like go back into China if they wanted to, right? A couple things took place. I was the only one on this trip that actually wanted to go to Shenzhen, okay? I was the only one who on this trip wanted to go to Shenzhen. Everybody else was like, maybe we're traveling too much. We're supposed to be flying out of Hong Kong anyway. Maybe we should just like extend the Hong Kong leg of the trip, not go to Shenzhen. And at first I was like, that sucks because I want to see Tech City. I want to see the future of China, right? We saw the past of China. We saw Beijing. We saw the president of China, regular Chinese folks living in Chongqing and Chengdu. These are not like official tier 1 cities, but these are technically also tier 1 status cities. They're growing, they're robust, they're beautiful. We got to hang out with the locals. We played basketball. We gave them wonton, right? We whipped up wonton soup. We did it all, right? And now I wanted to go to Shenzhen so I could go to the future of China, right? What did Sally say in the beginning of the trip? If you guys recall, it's like if you want to see, 1,000 years of China, you go to Beijing. Or if you want to go see hundreds of years of China, you go to Beijing. If you want to see 5 years of China, you go to Shenzhen, right? But after I crossed the border boundary, you're skipping Shenzhen? I am, dude. I'm explaining why. Because I don't want to. But I have to. Yes, I'm skipping Shenzhen, dude. What is this response, dude? I'm in the process of explaining it to you, okay? Calm down. Your explanation is shit. Just spit it out. Okay. Anyway, listen. Oh my God, I'm glad I slept extra today because I'd be so pissed right now having to deal with you monsters in the morning. I'd be so pissed, but I'm in a great mood. We crossed the border. First, I found out that you can't even go to Hong Kong without additional clearances, whatnot, because like different system, right? Like I thought Hong Kong was already officially formerly a part of mainland China. It's not. There's still a different system here. It's still very British. I mean, the outlets are British. The cars are driving on the wrong side of the road. They got it all, right? Once we cross the border, once we cross Customs and Border Patrol, Irene pulls up to me and goes, I have to look at your passport. I'm like, what? Because remember, we're supposed to be going to Shenzhen today. I was supposed to do a day trip to Shenzhen because Shenzhen is 15 minutes out from where I'm at, okay? Hong Kong is 15 minutes away from Shenzhen. And Hong Kong is still technically a British city. Not like it was on a, lender agreement, right? From China. It's a colonial, you know the history. You know it all. I could literally go into Shenzhen with a 15-minute train ride if I wanted to. But the problem is, once we cross Customs Border Patrol, Irene goes, hey, let me see your passport real quick. She looks at my passport and it says 1 entry. That's the reason why when we crossed into China the first time, the Border Patrol person put a mark over my visa. And I was the only one who got it. Because if turns out the agency that we set up, like the travel side that set up our visas, fucked my visa up and got me a single entry visa.